Caitlin Clark-Paige Bueckers rivalry gets messy after WNBA broadcasts confusing take. The Caitlin Clark vs. Paige Bueckers rivalry is alive and well. This is despite the fact that only half of the rivalry came out to play on Friday, as the Dallas Wings hosted the Indiana Fever at American Airlines Center. Clark had to watch from the bench as she sat out for a sixth consecutive game with a re-aggravated groin injury. At this point, the reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year has no timetable for her return as the Fever take a very cautious approach on the health of their cornerstone superstar. Bueckers, on the other hand, delivered on her part of the bargain. The 23-year-old scored a team-high 22 points on 7 of 14 shooting to go along with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Bueckers missed her only 3-point attempt on the evening, but the 6-foot guard knocked down all 8 of her tries from the charity stripe in 34 minutes of action. ION's broadcast of the big game faced some pretty intense backlash on social media after a comparison between Clark and Bueckers blew up online. You can tell they are two different styles of players. Paige is getting people involved. Caitlin's more looking for her shot, a reporter was heard saying during the broadcast. The comment was the exact opposite of the graphic that was being shown. In it, Clark's 8.4 assists per game as a rookie are considerably higher than Bueckers' 5.5 average. This stat in itself proves that it's actually Clark and not Bueckers who is more inclined to getting her teammates involved. More than a few folks on social media could not help but strongly criticize the broadcast for what they believe is an entirely wrong take. Like, can they not read? The assist stats are right in front of their face, loudly crying face with tears of joy, a comment on X read. This take brought to you by folks who don't read box scores, another said. Others, however, quickly pointed out that this was nothing more than an unintentional slip-up and that the reporter meant to say it the other way around. They had to have mixed up the names. There is no way they are this wrong, a reaction read. She just twisted her tongue. Just like how sometimes they say Angel Clark face with tears of joy, said another. They said that backwards LOL, a fan wrote. As per WNBA stats, as shown in the graphics, Clark has 8.4 and Bueckers has 5.5 assists per game. However, what can be said for sure is that a lot of fans are deeply invested in the Clark vs. Bueckers rivalry.